What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of my Mariners YouTube franchise series. My name is West Coast 22. I appreciate you being here. We are at the start of year 5. Trying to do something here. Trying to look better. Trying to make the playoffs and end this horrible drought in Seattle. We're trying. Yeah, we looked at we got everything going at the start of the last episode. Got the team set, got all the AAA and AA and single A set. That took a decent amount of time. People were all over the place that the computer set, so that took a little bit of time. Now we need to actually set our lineup and see what we're gonna do with our lineups here, because the last episode ran a little bit long, so we did not set lineups, which is what we need to do now. So, versus right-handers here, I'd like Marte to get in. Benitez doesn't play against righties because he's just awful. Gonzalez gives us some good depth, and Murphy should be our bench, but I want Reeves to play against both. So Murphy's probably just going to be bench as well. So, for leadoff, I mean, it's probably going to be Wilkerson. The preset here, I'm actually okay with it. I don't know about Kelenic hitting this high, so that's probably going to change. Kelenic's probably going to be dumped down. I'd rather have Ty France hit 2. Better on base. Kyle Lewis is probably going to hit 3. Julio's going to hit 4. Then that brings up against righties, probably Evan White hitting 6th. Jared Kelenic can be, or 5th. Jared Kelenic can hit 6. Yeah, he's on base higher. That vision, though. So, I mean, really, all I did was drop Jared Kelenic. I really didn't drop a lot. So, DH, who of my outfielders are not going to play against righties? Sadly, it's probably going to be Dom T, which means here, though, Kelenic needs to DH because he's not as good as a fielder. Oh, it's Julio. Oops, just kidding. Kelenic can play left. Dom T can play right. K-Lou can be center. Not a great arm, but out of these, Julio is probably the worst fielder, so we'll have him DH. And then Julio will probably be in for Dom T in National League. So Wilkerson, France, Lewis, Julio, White, Kelenic, Shedlong, and Dom T's already out. So they already know. Okay. So it's pretty simple. Against lefties, I kind of would, yes, Benitez is faster, but he's a better, I might just keep Wilkerson in the leadoff spot for both, just to see what happens here. The computer takes out Kelenic versus lefties, which is fine, and takes out Shed versus lefties and puts in Nick Gonzalez. All right. I'm fine with that, I guess. 59, 56. Pretty even to Marte. So Marte and Gonzalez are probably going to fight for this 9 slot against lefties because they're pretty similar. So we'll see who actually performs better. But Wilkerson, Benitez, France is not as good of a hitter. So France will probably drop in the lineup a bit. Against righties, it's France, K-Lou, Rodriguez. So here it's probably going to be K-Lou, Rodriguez. France can do that. Probably do that. We'll probably do that. Wilkerson, Benitez, Lewis. Julio's DHing. Again, he'll come in for Dom T. So it's going to be Wilkerson, Benitez, Lewis, Rodriguez. France. No Dom T. Ruiz, White, Gonzalez. And then the pitcher. All right, so we're set. that's going to be our lineup here. Let's see if we can get some more runs here. Let's see if we can develop a little bit better. We do have scouting, so let's just make sure we have scouts Central, International, West, East. But let's double check that they are what we want here. Scouts. Are they the best ones? The International Scout looks like garbage. He has high efficiency, but yo, this guy's way better, bro. Get good scouts. Make sure you have good scouts across everything. West, way better. I'd rather spend the money and have the best scouts because it helps. All right, so we're good. Now, before we start scouting, what should we be focusing on this year? Yes, there's the depth chart screen. I get it. The next crop of starters would be nice. More bullpen would be nice. I mean, we have Mariano Gonzalez as our next catcher, but that'd be nice. Still looking at first base. First base is still tough as all hell. Finding a good first baseman is brutal. Middle infield, we're okay. Third base, Ty France is 30, so that's about done. So first and third. We're good with shortstops for a long time. Left field, Kelnick's young, but we need the next crop. Center field's getting old. We have no... Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely looks like we need some help here. First base, third base, center field, and pitching. Okay. So that's what we're going to look at. So, y'all know the drill. Give me a second. Of course, it'll be a second for you. Will not be a second for me. Let me do the scouting. We're going to cross our fingers. We have no big injuries. 61 days. We're going to sim real quick. For you guys, it's going to be in the blink of an eye. We'll do my scouting. We'll get set up for the draft, and we will come back and see how the Mariners fare in the first 61 days of the 2025 regular season. Sit tight. Give me a few seconds. Be right back. All right, we are back here. Not a terrible start. Of course, we have the Angels, who are 18 games above 500 so far, which makes this division look a lot worse than, or a lot better than what it is. But we're 31-26, not bad. We have avoided any big injuries so far. Our AAA dude is the only guy that has really gotten hurt so far, which is really, really ideal. Yeah, 31-26. The pitching so far has not been great. Justice pitching pretty well. Hancock has gotten absolutely screwed up. It's probably time to switch him. Just give him a little bit of break. His 7 ERA. Come on now. So we'll take him out so he doesn't start losing a bunch of points. Swanson can take his spot for a little bit. Gilbert's pitching okay. Nicky Boy's pitching okay. Renee's pitching well. The bullpen, much improved from last year. Much improved from last year. Anthony, under 3. Kirby, 4.2. Jim Donald's not pitching well, which is unfortunate. Priester's pitching pretty well through 14 innings. Beeks, better than last year, so that's fine. Villegas, almost lights out through 13 innings. And Sir Anthony Dominguez, night and day from last year. 19 innings, and he is sitting at an ERA under 1. So we're happy with that. The hitting, again, I think is where we're struggling. Wilkerson's doing really well in the leadoff spot. Ty France is doing well. Kalu's 244 out of the gate. Wish it was a little better. Julio 269. Evan White is struggling to start the season. Jared Kelnick's 245. Dom T's not hitting well. Shedlong 274. And Kiewert is doing pretty solid. Marte's not good. Benitez is 222. So right now, Gonzalez is winning this battle between lefties. So that's good for Nick. So it is draft time. The scouting is going to look a little bit different this year. Normally, I have all greens. I scout everyone pretty much to the max, but unfortunately, I discovered a little too many players, which didn't leave me enough time to actually scout individually, which is going to lead me to not being able to fully scout a lot of people. So if you look at here, the sort, a lot of greens, of course, but you can see where I started to skip down in the days. You see all these yellows here. I had to start going from 3 days of scouting to 2 days just so I could get some more ideas out there, which, yes, doesn't necessarily help because some of these 70s could be 75 or 80s. Some of these 75s could be 80s. So it screws me a little bit, but I just discovered too many players. But I have a lot of greens, if you see. So I'm hoping that I get a little bit lucky and I don't have to guess for too many rounds. But, hey, we will see what happens. So one last game here, the Texas Rangers. We win that game, which is good. So we're 6 games above 500 going into the draft, and on to the draft we go. We have the number 11 pick. No comp because we didn't do anything. Round 2, we're at number 9. No comp here and no comp there. So we do get the number 11 pick, which means we have a chance at pulling one of those blue chippers, which is nice. Guaranteed pretty solid, but are they going to be good enough for us? So, sort. 1 blue chip left, and he's a closing pitcher. But look at all these greens, though. So, that's good. So Rick Bruntlett, let's go take a peek. He's a right-handed closer, ready in a couple years. Pretty freaking solid. Above average walks per 9. He's pretty good. He's pretty freaking good. That's definitely a 90 type guy for sure. Definitely a 90 type guy for sure. So that's gonna be tough to beat. But we'll see here. Let's go look at our 80s and see what we have as 80s. Eddie Ramos. Good contact, a little bit low power. Great contact, by the way. Great vision, great discipline, elite. He's a good defender. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Center fielder, not speed. Once I see the high speed, I know it's probably not ideal. I mean, look at the rest of his stats. Above average for contact. Well above average for power. Above average for power versus lefties. I mean, this guy's pretty solid too. But I mean, that blue chip prospect though, that's pretty solid. I don't know if we can beat that. Kevin Casado, average power, good, great contact, not bad. Roberto Avalos, again, high speed, elite speed, which means his hitting is gonna take a back seat. Tom Jowers, third baseman, pretty average hitter. Great fielder. Still got a bunch of 80s here, man. Melvin Rusan, average. Acevedo, average. See, I'm looking for a first round pick, especially with infielders or outfielders. I'm looking for those 70s. Yes, it means well above, but if it's a first round pick, you need an impact player. That's what I'm looking for. Someone like this. Holy crap. Yo. Considering how hard it is to find first basemen, I don't think we can pass on this guy. Holy crap. Above average contact, well above average versus lefties, elite power from both sides of the plate, average vision, above average fielder. Who cares about his arm? He plays first base. Yo, I don't think I can pass on Diego Gonzalez. Considering how hard it is to find first baseman, closers and starters are easy to find, especially in drafts, especially early on. Elite hitters are not easy to find. That, I think, is our dude. I would see like James Sandoval. Maybe he'll be there. 80s and 75s. This guy's elite as well. But, oh man. So whoever is next, whoever's after me is definitely going to get this Bruntlett guy. But I just don't think we can pass on this Dio Gonzalez. Look at that power. And he's ready in 2 years, which probably is when Evan White is probably going to be done or close to done. Wow. Dude, as much as Bruntlett and Sandoval are really, really good, a couple of these fielders up here are really good as well. Diego's too good. He's too good to pass up. Way better than Casado. Diego Gonzalez. 22 years old, ready in 2 years. The only first baseman that's here that is not a long-term project. Number 11 overall pick, Diego Gonzalez, dude. I do not think we made a mistake there. I think that was the best pick that we could have done. Now let's hope somebody's left. And Sandoval's still there. So is Ramos. So, wow, okay. So we can still get Sandoval as well. Another lefty out of the pen. Another elite. That has to be a 90 plus. Has to be. Look at that. 80, 80, 80, 80. Velo, break, hits per 9, K per 9. He has nothing that's not well above average for per 9s. Dude. Ugh. Just one more double check. I like Ramos as well. Ramos is good. Acevedo, no. Escobar, no. Okay. James Sandoval. Let's hope not being completely fully scouted doesn't screw us, but that's got to be our dude. I'm very, very happy with the first 2 picks here. Now I feel like we're going to get kind of screwed. Don't have any 80s left that we've scouted. Juan Lucero, not fully scouted. Only 75, but that looks pretty freaking good. And he's ready next year. I mean, even though he's not potential 75, we're not trying to hit. You can't hit everyone as a 90, right? Lucero looks pretty good. Art Baker, pretty good as well. Considering we just got a first baseman with no secondaries, though, probably going to pass on him just considering. Okay. 70 potential? Fully scouted. And his power's that high? And he can play in the outfield? Interesting. See, this is the one thing that I have not yet mastered about scouting is a guy like this. 70 potential. So, I mean, it could be 79, right? But look at how high, like, look at those stats. Look at those power stats. Above average hitting. So, Richie Reyes is someone to keep an eye on and see if he's still there. Because I would love to take him. But I don't think we can pass on Lucero. So we're going to get Lucero and then hope Richie Reyes is still there. Nope. Gone in the first round and the 4th round. Or first, number 1 in the 4th round right there. Gone to the Blue Jays. You bastards. Let's see what else. Any other 70s or 75s that pique my interest? No. Looks like we're guessing the rest of the way. Drafted, closer. Trying to guess a couple relievers probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, right? Especially a lefty. 19, a righty. Ready quicker. Or a lefty. We just got a lefty, though. I would prefer Padilla because he is a lefty, but we just got one. So we're going to guess with Mark Samuel here. 2 more guesses. Starting pitcher, catcher, starting pitcher. Lefty. They both are lefty. They're both ready in next year or so. Or Eric Bateman, the catcher. He's Australia. He's from Australia. He's Australian. Well, I mean, yes, these 75s could be good too, for sure. But the 80s, I mean, the chance of these guys dropping down to a 70 is probably pretty likely, but hey, we're going to give it a shot. 4 pitches. Damn. I mean, I really want to try the catcher. Just because catchers are so rare, you know? Starters, so there's a decent amount. So we're going to do the catcher just because he's kind of rare. All right, the starters are gone. But we have two or three to choose from. There's a righty. There's a righty. There's a righty. Rip. Long-term projects, probably the better thing to do here. He only has 3 pitches, though, so that's unfortunate. 5 pitches for Brian Trainer. He does bat left. 65 overall. Trainer or Boyd? Both from the Central. This one takes a little bit longer. I mean, considering low injury risk. Let's go Michael Boyd. So we'll keep an eye on Brian Trainer and see if we messed up. So let's go Michael Boyd here to finish out our draft. Okay. Trainer went to the Astros. So off the top of my head, Blue Jays and Astros are the 2 that we need to look at and see if we missed. Astros and Blue Jays. So let's go to the sign draft picks. Can we finally get a 95 overall or better? The best that we've got is a 93, and that was year 3 with Jim Donald. Can one of these guys be more than a 93? Come on. Let's see. Oh, wow. That's actually very underwhelming. We did hit with Bateman, though. Let's go. We hit with the catcher. So we absolutely made the right choice. 90 overall, Eric Bateman in the 5th round. He's got a ways to go, but I don't care. Look at that freaking contact. Let's do it. Diego, only an 88 for a first-round pick. Kind of underwhelming, but I really just liked the power, to be honest. Power first baseman with a ways to go up. He's a 66 overall. James Sandoval is already a 70 overall, and he is 90. Wow. Lucero, not bad either. So he said 75, and his potential turned out to be an 85. Or no, wait. No, he was a 75 potential, and he turned out to be an 85. So we made the right pick there as well. Yes, he's fast. I get it. I always talk about the fast guys always being the ones I don't want. However, he has the contact and power pretty much already as well. This guy could potentially start tomorrow. Contact is up there. Power's good enough. Defense needs a little work, but the speed is there. This guy could be a starter tomorrow. So another great pick. Mark Samuel, the random reliever. Hey, 79, not bad. Potential is going down, though, but that's okay. That's okay. But our hit, 90 overall, catcher, Eric Bateman. Huge hit there. Potential going up, too. Oh, man, that's huge. Michael Boyd, the starter. I mean, we missed him, but that's okay. We're always bound to miss one, right? Not a bad draft at all. 4 players, 85 or better. And I actually like them. Last year, we had 4 that were 85 or better. I only like 2. This year, all 4 85 pluses. I like them all. What a fantastic draft. I'm very, very happy with this. 2 90s. And we hit. We always sign them all. And we hit on 2. I'm looking at, this is the first draft actually in this series where I've hit 2 90 pluses in the same draft. We've had a ton of 89s. Year 1, we had 4 89s and a 90. Year 2, we had a 92 and an 89. Year 3, we had just a 93. And last year, we had just the one 89 and a bunch of 85s. First time we've hit double 90 pluses in this franchise series and got an 88 and 85 to boot. An absolute banger of a draft. Very, very happy, especially with Lucero. This guy's going to be a stud very quickly. Going to give me a lot of options really fast. Very, very happy. Wow. I will take this. What a draft. Whew. Man, oh man. But we need to go look at the Blue Jays and the Royals at least. Blue Jays and the Royals at least. Nothing there. Tejada. Killian Fernandez, 96 overall potential starter. Jeez. Oh, I think Ray Eagle was one of those starters instead of the catcher. I think Ray Eagle was one of those starters besides Bateman. Still made the better choice. Hell yeah. Dodgers only had 5 draft picks. Acevedo was kind of somebody on our list, but again, just speed. No contact, no power. Good choice. I don't want him. Blue Jays are coming up. Blue Jays. Richie Reyes, 73. Good. So we didn't miss out on them. Fantastic. Cleveland Spiders, Tigers, Royals, Twins, Astros, Trainer, 70 or 67. So we didn't miss out on him either. Wow. We got away with everything this draft. We got away with everything. 98. Jeez. Jeffrey Roth, 98. I believe that's the highest. 98's the highest from what I saw. Wow. Yo, what a draft. What a draft. A good start to the year. We're 32 and 26. We got our division to fight for, but we are getting better. And that draft was huge. I'm loving a power first baseman. Only 88, but hey, I will take it. I really think he's only an 88 because of his speed. I think everything else is going to be really, really elite, and it is simply his speed holding him back from that overall number, which is entirely fine with me. So, man, I appreciate y'all. Thanks so much for checking out my 5th draft of this franchise series. I appreciate y'all continuing to watch. Drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Show the channel some love. Look in the description, Twitter, Twitch, it's all there. Come check me out. Come hang out. I appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your day. Be good to each other. Peace.